Leave America podcast, where we highlight holistic wellness, travel, mental health, and self-care through traveling outside of America to reconnect and rediscover who you are. It's time for us to leave any condition that disrupts our peace. Black Women Leave America opens your eyes and explores new ways of living, but more importantly, new ways of being. Because sometimes you have to leave in order to find yourself. Hey y'all, welcome to Black Women Leave America, the live edition. It's been a minute. How y'all doing? How's everyone doing? It's hot here in the DMV. Very, very hot. I'm ready for summer to be over. It's hot. Did I say it was hot? Well, I'm really excited about this. Now, normally, when we do reaction videos, right? I always say, I don't know what's going to happen because I didn't watch it. We thought it was interesting and we wanted to see it together. I watched this one. I did watch it. I can still react with y'all, but I'm going to tell you, I watched it because I was just in awe of what this woman is doing in South Africa and what their home looks like. When you see their home, you're going to understand why I just couldn't stop watching. I need y'all to see this home. All right, Jessica, you ready? What we doing?
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and hop on into it. I'm excited because I haven't seen the full home. I only saw a little bit of it. So here we go. Let's go ahead and hop into it. So they sold everything and they moved from the U.S. to South Africa, and bought their home with cash, and they don't have a mortgage. So.
And they're only, she gonna tell you how much they spend a month. Okay. I was like the whole time, just so why are we here? Why are we here?
Why are we here?
So if you've ever thought about South Africa,
we were fortunate. I'm a realtor in the United States. I would love to relate to, but my job of 20 plus years was in real estate. So we were fortunate when we did decide to make that move to South Africa. We put our house on the market.
Hold on, let's try that again.
And we do have a few other interviews. Ishanda, one of my personal friends, is in South Africa, so you can watch that. We got to get my other friend. I have another friend, Misha, who moved full-time to South Africa. She was going back and forth between South Africa and DC for many years, and she finally left her house, rented it out, sold everything, and she's in South Africa full time as well. So South Africa is definitely also a place to be for Black women. Amazing community, inexpensive. Misha's always talking about how little it costs to get her hair braided and her nails done. Like it's ridiculous. But when I saw this home, I was like, oh, okay, I understand.
I can never get the thing to work. Oh my gosh.
They're going to be like, what home? All we see is you.
Y'all, technical difficulties. I just need to break down and buy a new computer. I've been holding off and and it's
like how you do digital media and you just won't buy another computer.
Because I'm tired.
Talk to her. That's because I know y'all people with the Macs, they so dang expensive. You be like, oh, it's a grip. Where you just go get another PC because they don't cost that much.
Right. Okay.
You see the house? Y'all see it?
For a little over half of what we sold.
Okay, you gotta go back. Because they don't have context.
I am Sabu, SBU. Welcome to my home. We do not have a mortgage here. So we spend about $1,500 a month. We were fortunate. I'm a realtor in the United States. I would love to sell real estate here too, but my job of 20 plus years was in real estate. So we were fortunate when we did decide to make that move to South Africa. We put our house on the market. And this is how you know God is real and things happen in his plan. One day, my house went on the market. That same day, my house was sold for $700,000.
I need
it made it very easy for us to come here and buy this home for a little over half of what we sold our house for.
Pause it. Pause it. Y'all see
Hello, I
that?
am Sabu, SBU. Welcome to my home.
And pause.
Pause.
Hello, I am Sabu, SBU for my family in the United States, but they
There we go.
Oh, the delayed pause. Y'all watching. I want to make sure that you got this in case you might not be able to do the numbers. You might be a little slow. You need to break out the calculator, whatever it is. She sold her house in the US, and I don't know where. 700,000. And you saw her house. It was a nice house, but it wasn't like nice. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it was like a middle class, maybe a little upper middle class home, right? 700,000. Okay. Went to South Africa. So her house sold, so she got cash, right? So they got 700,000 in cash. Went to South Africa. The house that her and her husband are in now, she said she paid a little more than half. A little more than half. Sold it for 700,000. So she probably paid about $500,000 for this home.
Mm-hmm.
You see this home, even the little fragments that you've seen so far, which may not be a lot. This looks like a multi-million-dollar home in the US. Like here in DC, that would easily be a $10 million home. She bought it for about 500,000. I just wanted to make that clear in case you didn't get it. Okay, go ahead.
All right.
They gave me the name of Sabu when I actually came to South Africa. Sabu is God's blessings, and I receive all of that goodness. So I am Sabu. I've been on YouTube, I think about 3 years now. I am a wife. I've been married for 29 years. My husband and I are business owners, and we actually recently, within 9 months, decided to move to South Africa.
Hey, did you know that SMUD is now paying Sacramento homeowners thousands of dollars upfront to put a backup battery system in their home?
While that's playing, commercial break.
So, here's the thing. A lot of people, and we've seen this, are looking to move, around retirement, right? Because, you actually want to stop working. You don't want to have to work to live. Maybe you got Social Security and things like that. You can't live on Social Security in the US, especially now. We don't even know how long it's going to be around, right? So where can you go that you can stretch your Social Security or your retirement, benefits, your 401k, whatever it is that you have for retirement? So look at South Africa.
Look at South Africa. All right, here we go. Let's go back into it.
Here in this area, this is what I call maybe like the family room, the dining room, formal areas. We have here just a sitting area. We have our formal dining, and over here is just a sitting area, and we picked a round sofa for conversation. So when you're here, you can't help but talk to each other. Cannot help but talk to each other. Now over here in this area, I haven't figured out yet what we're doing here, but it's just a nice little cubby waiting for something nice. All right, here we have our kitchen, the kitchen area. We gas stove. This is definitely made for a chef. I'm not a big cooker, but it is made for a chef.
She don't even cook.
Now here in South Africa, they do have something they call
she got 2 kitchens.
Scullery. Scullery is somewhat like a second. People will conjugate, drink, eat, but not so much cooking goes on, even though the oven is here. But you also have a scullery for washing, drying, clothing, prepping food, and things of that nature. It's right this way. All right. So in this home, we do have 2 garages, but I'll show you the other one on the other side. It's easier. All right. So over here in this area, we in the States it's called like a morning room, but here we call it like a TV area, TV room. This is where we come here sometimes and just chill and watch TV. Now this is the first floor of the house, or the main floor of the home. Over in this area here, This is what we call our entertainment area. Here you
Oh,
have a bar,
I
which is a
love
huge
her
grill
house. She got a
inside the
club.
home. So if you are one of those grillers and you like to cook inside, that's what it is. We have a full-size bar, actually a oversized bar. Let me rephrase that. Oversized bar. We have not
Look at
completed the bar
that.
yet. We
You
don't even
got
really know what to
a
do
club.
with the bar. We're not big drinkers at all, but it's here. But this area here is for entertainment. We have like the inside outside area with these doors
She could
open.
rent out that
You
part
are
of her
able
house.
to be actually outside.
That.
And they all do fold back. Over there is this where my current YouTube studio is being, we're using that area for the YouTube studio. So just come this way and I'll take you outside. You can see the pool, the garden, the sitting area. You'll see why we like this home.
Remember how much she paid for that house?
Yep.
Why are
Remember,
we
five
here?
hundred
Why?
thousand.
Why?
About
Yeah.
25 years ago, someone prophesied to my husband that
Okay, we
he
don't need
would
to hear all
be in
this
Africa. 20.
because she's
I
talkative.
was like, okay.
Yeah.
We just want to see the house.
Okay. Okay. So let's go
But there's something
to.
else important too. So the house is paid off, so she doesn't have a mortgage. So for those of you like, what she said, how much she living on? She said about 1,500, 1,500 a month, right? But that's because she doesn't have a mortgage. So, but again, you're talking about a mortgage on a $500,000 home. So even if you had a mortgage, you're still not going to be paying what you're paying here because that is literally
Here.
a multi-million-dollar home. I don't know what the square footage is. She ain't even get upstairs yet, and look how big it is. It's massive. I mean, she got lemon trees in the backyard. She got a whole, she got a pool. She got a whole downstairs area where she might do a second studio. I was sitting there like, are you kidding me right now? This is literally a $10 million home. Oh, and the best thing, she has a what do they call it? Not solar, but they have a system because in Africa. So one of the things that happens in Africa and other countries, typically the power just goes out. They say the lights went out. It just goes out. And a lot of people have generators.
Mhm.
They actually have like these battery systems that they have. So as soon as the power goes out, they're like off the grid. So the battery systems are on. So they don't even know when the power went out.
Wow.
I was sitting there like, you've got to be kidding me. Y'all, what are we doing? What are we doing? 1,500 a month. I mean, that's food. That's her utilities are low because they're off the grid and they have this system set up. I mean, insurance payments, stuff like that. Why are you showing the whole commercial? I don't know. They can't see nothing but the commercial. Um, yes. So this whole time I'm watching this, I'm like, why am I here? What am I doing? How much am I paying a month to have not even a fraction of that? Um, what
Yeah.
you think?
Sorry, y'all. Technical
This
difficulties.
whole look, throw the whole episode away. No, stop.
So here we are back again with. Well, this is definitely one I'll have to edit. All right, so back again. Here we go. I
This
think
is
she's
when
talking
they
about
moved and they came
how.
over. Like I said, she's really talkative. You don't really want to go through like this whole thing. But she's talking about I'm sorry. But she's talking about her journey. Essentially how they had never planned this. I don't know. Somebody prophesied, said something, and they ended up in South Africa. And so this is her when they
Okay,
moved. Oh, and their luggage. Okay.
okay,
I don't know if we'll see if you can show this part. You don't want to do what she did. So, we've talked to a lot of women, right, who have moved. And one of the things is, what do I bring with me, right? How much stuff do I bring, right?
hmm,
Everybody that we've talked to has said that they have overpacked. This chick and her
mm,
husband, they had 23 suitcases.
wow.
23 suitcases. How much money It's 23 suitcases.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's a lot.
now again, everybody that we've talked to have basically said, listen, leave it all, get rid of it.
Yep.
You don't need it. You're gonna come here, you're gonna end up buying stuff. I was like, what in the world did they feel like it was so important outside of, whatever clothes that you need and like keepsakes, mementos, things that are important to you? What are you bringing? I mean, household stuff. Like, you could just buy all of that when you get there. So, but they had 23 suitcases.
So let's go ahead and just skip to the pool window in the basement studio. How about that? All right, here we go.
Oh, that's
For a
past the
studio.
pool.
So maybe coming soon.
She got so much space, she don't know what she's doing with it yet.
So you can actually see how deep the pool really is. Y'all forgive the window. It's a bit dirty. It is wintertime. So we have not had the window clean in a moment, but this is actually the pool. And you can actually see how deep it really is.
500.
All right. Also in the basement, we have a potential SBU studio coming soon, right this way.
That's the basement. You see how big
This
that
is
is?
my potential
They haven't even done
studio.
anything with it.
I don't particularly like being in the basement, but this is an outstanding room for a studio. So maybe coming soon. My outlook has definitely changed on being in South Africa, on life, because when you're in the United States, I didn't realize it, but you're you're in some sort of a gosh, how can I describe it? I can't. That's your world. Nothing else exists. You may go on vacation. You may go to Mexico. You may go somewhere outside of the United States, but it's really just the United States. That's all that exists. But when you cross the Atlantic and you come to the other side, now you like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm over here with London now. I'm over here. You feel like you're close to everything else. You realize that there's a whole nother world that you knew nothing about. It opens your eyes to the way other people live, things that are going on Egypt. I mean, everything. It's like an eye opener. You have a whole nother world out there that you knew nothing about. Because when you do live in the United States, you have everything that you need, or you think you do.
You think you do.
You have everything. You don't desire. You can go to another state and you be just fine. You can go to another state and get to catch the mountains, catch the beach. You're just there. Excuse me, and you just feel like you don't need to go any further. And that's the mindset that I developed. So yes, it's definitely opened my mind to the rest of the world and how other people live and think, and so many more things. I'm learning.
Oh, excuse me, 25. Come on. 53. Crazy.
Here, a game room. This will be the room where all the fun stuff happens. We want to have, gaming systems, gumball machines, everything. We want to actually have a ping pong table. We want to redo this room as a total game room. Coming soon. And over here in the corner, this actually is the restroom. So this is going to be a rest area, or a bathroom, toilet, whatever you want to call it. But this is going to be a restaurant.
Like you said, Avalaura, this woman got so much room. She don't even know what she want to do with the rest of the rooms. She just got rooms for rooms.
Crazy. Look at
So
I
let
mean,
me
they
give her
show you
some
how big
ideas.
the house is. They're showing you. Like,
Can I give her some ideas? Okay, make you a closet. I know you probably already got one, but one of them rooms should be
they have
just
a
a
movie theater. They didn't show
just
you
a
that
closet.
yet. Girl, I'm telling you, they don't need to leave.
Right.
Like, if a zombie apocalypse happened, they don't need to go nowhere. They chilling.
They don't need to go
Just
nowhere.
get you a gate.
Those
You know what I
stairs.
mean? Get you some security. Make sure nobody can get up in that joint. They got a whole system. I
Yeah.
mean, 2 kitchens. She don't even cook.
Yeah.
And a grilling. And
She don't even
grilling.
cook. Yeah. This is amazing. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it.
What are we doing here, people? What are we doing here?
Yeah. Why? Why?
That's the
Those are her
suitcases.
suitcases. So she got a room just for
Look,
her luggage. She got a room to hold her luggage in it. Okay. This, like I said, the staircase is just nice. Yeah, to the editors of this, a lot of this could have been cut down some, but
they
I mean, I
wanted to
get it.
show. She ain't show the movie theater yet. I don't think. I mean, oh, that's where she's showing the batteries, which I told y'all about. The batteries are, I mean, that she got set up. So basically, they ain't never going without power.
Do we want to show the batteries
Oh,
or
that's
want to just
upstairs.
go to the
The
upstairs?
master.
All right,
The
let's go upstairs.
that's all done. Excuse me, not the master, the primary bedroom. We don't say master anymore. The primary.
All right. So here we go. It's found.
Right next door. You have balcony that you can go out and sit. The balcony actually connects to two bedrooms. All right, so something I definitely want to show you that is a added feature here. All right, so let me share this with you. Some people call it a lanai. I just say it's a balcony.
So 9.
There's different words for it, but this is like a cool area that you could come out, just have a cup of coffee. Just actually, you can come out and work out this time of morning here or whatever you want to do because it's nice and cool and covered. So you could come out here and just enjoy some time. But this area here, we have not completed it yet. We just put up some furniture here. And this is just a cool area to come out and chill. This is like a balcony, a sitting area on the second floor of the house.
Because why
All
not?
right. So you can also enter the home this way. This is the other side of the scullery. This is actually the helper's quarters or the domestic quarters of the home. I'm not going to actually show that area, but this is actually the way that you can enter to that part of the
Did
home.
you hear what she said? That's the
I
helper's
mean,
corner. So they got their
yes,
own.
All right.
because you plan to have maids. I mean, that's real in Africa.
Yeah, yeah.
She ain't cleaning that big house.
You okay?
That.
For real?
Bedroom
That
with a
that I mean, that
bathroom and
place has gotta
shower,
be like
toilet, everything with inside the bedroom. So here we
seven,
go.
8,000 square feet. I don't even know how big that is. Look at that.
So the en-suites are kind of set up like hotels, and this is where the visitors would actually sleep. We've had
The
one set of
visitors.
guests right now, D&D. We had a very good time, but this is actually their room. This is the room that my guests will be
Wow.
staying in. Guests and family, actually.
Like, can I be a guest?
Right.
Look at that.
Oh, that's nice. This cute little corner. I was like, wait, why is the toilet in the back? Okay, got it.
That
Okay.
looks like a hotel room.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was like, wait.
I said
Huh?
8,000 square feet. Maybe it's like 10,000. I don't know. That joint is big. 1,500 a
This
month.
is huge.
That includes her utilities.
Okay, so let's look at the master. That's what I want to see.
That might be it, or is that the guest room? I don't know. The place is so big. I don't know
With
what's
my
what.
house in the United States, it was not this big at all,
Of course
but
not.
it would be considered a large home. And I moved all the way over here for this closet. Y'all know that a woman's dream is a huge closet. So I have here, me and Mr. Boss have a huge closet
Wow.
that we love and enjoy. You just want to get over here and fill it up, actually.
Yeah, that's not as big as like I said. She need to turn a room downstairs into a closet and something, make it like an elevator
That's
to
a
go up to her
pretty
room.
big closet. That's a whole room.
Yeah, it is, but
That looks like a
I
store.
would like I would let the husband have that, and then I would go downstairs and have a whole.
Are you gonna be walking back up and down the stairs to go to your closet? Because I know I don't.
No, that's why the elevator is
Oh,
there.
excuse me. The elevator,
Hello?
of course.
I want the
And
elevator to
why not
be
just have
there.
the maid bring up some options and I can choose? I mean, why not?
There we go. And see, problem solved.
This is
Oh my goodness.
crazy.
Yeah, this is crazy.
How do
This
you
is
buy
crazy.
a
Okay, we're
house
gonna
that big for that price? And she's not in the middle of nowhere. She's in
yeah.
Johannesburg. Like she's not. I'm just sitting there like, what in the? We doing it backwards.
We are doing it so backwards. But you know what? I want to thank her so much for allowing us to come into her home and just kind of look around and showing us what's possible because whew, let me just say, I am ready to go ahead and look into that. First I gotta visit, right? First, I ain't even been to Africa. First I gotta go out there. But yeah, that is massive. Talk about 500,000, no mortgage. You now have this massive home that you can do entertaining.
You could
Like
rent
she said,
parts of
she
it
could record a
out.
whole
You
movie.
could do so many things. She's making money on her YouTube. I mean, what in the world? Got a whole YouTube studio in the house?
So what is DND? Or did she say she didn't say Airbnb, right? She said
I
DND.
don't
What is
know.
DND? Then is it that dinner and is she like doing
I
like
don't know. I just know her studio. I don't know what she talks about. I don't know what they. I don't know.
hold on, let me chat
I just
GPT it.
know
What
they
does
still making money
DND?
from their businesses. Yeah, still making money. So now here's the thing, right? You don't have to have a house that large. Maybe you get a home that's 200,000, 300,000. It's still going to be way nicer than what you could afford here in the US. I can tell you that. Because housing prices
Facts.
here in the DMV for 500, 600,000, you getting a regular old 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath house. That's it. Maybe 2,000 square feet. That's it. Now, if
That's
you
it.
go to PG County, which is a little cheaper, maybe for that price, you're getting something for 2,500, 3,000 square feet. That's it. That's it.
Every time we do one of these, I really think, why what am I doing here still? What am I doing? Why? And the only answer I can give is that, family and fear. That is it. The two F's, right? Family and fear is like the fear, and it's not fear of like the place, but fear of the unknown of what is out there, right? So, definitely something I got to look into. This is definitely making me feel like, yeah, it's time to venture out. It's time to venture out.
Ladies who are watching this, what are your thoughts? If you've considered
Would love to
moving,
hear.
right, and you haven't pulled the trigger yet, why? Is it like Jessica? Is it family? Is it fear? Is it some other things? What's the reason? And where are you considering moving to? Because there's so many options. That's the beautiful thing. It's like you have this whole big world, like she talked about. We get it's like
Right,
the US is very interesting because, like, for example, like I said, I'm here in the DC area. I drive 2 hours away, I'm in Philly, completely different. Drive, 3.5, 4 hours away, I'm in New York, again, completely different. So each state has like its own energy, right? It's a whole different vibe going on. Where you live in these other countries and you go 2, 3 hours out, you're in another country. You know what I mean? Like you take a
right,
plane train ride and you're in
right.
another country. And so it's much more vast and much more diverse. A very different mindset, a very different take on the world. So we do, I think,
Right.
it makes sense because if you're so used to being in a place, you have people here who've never left their state, never left the city in their state. You know what I
Right.
mean? So talk about going to another country around the world somewhere is like crazy. So I would love to hear from y'all. Let us know what you're thinking. What you think of this woman's home? Would you consider moving to South Africa? If not South Africa, where? And if you're thinking about leaving and haven't left yet, Why haven't you pulled the trigger? What's holding you here? Because I can't even tell you. It ain't fear, and it's not family. I don't even. I'm gonna tell you what it is for me. Be very simple. One, obviously, the kids are in school. I don't feel like researching different school systems, different areas, trying to figure out where they can get a good education because I know where they are. They're getting a good education. I don't want to deal with all of that. Now, after they done graduated, finished all of that, then I could be like, okay, because then I don't have to worry about that part. Now it's just about where do I want to go that I love, the area, the culture, the community, where I can get the most bang for my buck, that kind of thing, the climate, because I can really work from anywhere. So then that would be the consideration. But right now, there's too many other considerations, and I don't feel like doing it. That's what it comes down to for me. So I'm stuck here paying all this money when I could be paying 1,500 a month for a 5,000 square foot home.
And then also that brings to mind, and just as we close, just final thought. Um, as she was kind of talking and walking and all that stuff, it's also to looking at your life and thinking about, like, what do you want your days to be filled with, right? Do I want my days to be filled with stress and um, just all the things that are going on right now? I've had several conversations with folks over the last couple of days, and everybody's just worried and fearful, and oh my gosh, and healthcare, and what's going to happen, and all this. And it's just so filled with just negativity and lack and sacrifice and all the things, right? And she's just like la 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 la.
Here's my lanai. I can have a cup of coffee or, whatever you want. Here's my
Yeah.
studio.
So I got this sitting area, this sitting area, this
Here's the
sitting area,
servants'
and this sitting
quarters.
area.
We're
Where
not
would you
even
like
gonna go.
to
I'm not
sit?
even gonna show you that part of the home. Here's
Right? This is where my maids and all of my other helpers live, but I'm not going to show you their quarters.
I know it's so true. So true.
It's like, do I want to continue to live like this? For what? For why? Why? So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching Black Women Leave America, the live edition. As you can see, technical mishaps
Well,
do
hopefully
happen.
it was worth it.
Hopefully, it was worth seeing this amazing, beautiful home. Once again, thank you to this woman for sharing your home. I will look for your YouTube and link it down in the description below if you guys want to take a look at her YouTube. But yeah, this has been a dope little virtual walkthrough of what it's like to live in Africa. So we would love to hear you guys' thoughts. Make sure you leave us a comment. If you're listening on the podcast, make sure you go ahead and hop on over to YouTube. You definitely want to check it out on YouTube so you can take a look and see all the amazing things that we were looking at here. Any last thoughts, Avalaura?
Listen, if you go to South Africa, let us know. Cause I just, when I first saw this, I was like, yo, she lying. She lying.
No
I
way.
need to see somebody else. I need to know that this is like really possible. So if you head on over to South Africa and you look and let us know, is this real? Like, is this for real?
Would love to hear your thoughts.